Hello and welcome to lift class. Today you're going to need a variety of weights. I have a set of 3s, 5s, 8s, 10s, and one 17.5-pound dumbbell. So hopefully that gives you a good range of what you might need. Your lightest weights, your medium weights, and then maybe one heavy kettlebell, dumbbell. Okay? We've got a lot of power moves today, so I want you to really be mindful of your body, your form, and how you're moving, and if we need to piece things apart, do one thing at a time, okay? So if we're doing something that's like arm and leg, maybe just think about doing one versus the other if you're concerned about your form, okay? So today's word, if you're concerned about your form but you're not fearless, today's word is I am fearless. I dive into life with boldness and freedom, so let's be a little bold today. The other thing is, if we're going through an exercise, you could do it with no weight and just continue to do the exercise because they're more powerful, dynamic movements, okay? And if you're not used to doing that kind of movement, obviously I need you to throttle it back just a little bit, but still get your workout in, all right? So you can have a mat out. We will be coming down to the floor for push-ups, so you'll want that. Finish getting out your equipment, put on some music if you'd like, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. You can start your watches on cross-training or traditional strength training. Water, sweat towel, and we're about to go, okay? So I'll start our timer, we'll start our warm-up. At any point if you need to pause. Take a nice deep breath. I have a really bright light on me today, I might need to shove it to the side. All right, taking ourselves down, squat, just up to a calf raise, okay? So rolling right through the ankles to our toes, finding balance, sinking down and back. I was hoping that ankle wouldn't do that every single time. Toes are forward, tailbone's back. It's gonna click. Hopefully you have some music on and you can't hear the click of my ankle. Creak, creak, crack. Just to go with this time of year, right? 5 more seconds. All right, we're gonna lunge down, and as you lunge down, you're gonna aim for tapping the ground while keeping your chest up, okay? So it's a big bend at your knee. Tap, lunge back, tap. Keep going, I'm gonna get this light up. It is incredibly too bright right there. Okay. There we go, I feel better. It's still bright enough. One of my main lights went out, and it's a ring light, so I don't know how to replace the light bulbs on it yet. And then I have another light, it's pretty cool, it's called a vitamin D light. So hopefully right now I'm getting some vitamin D while I'm working out with you. All right, standing straight and tall. Press up, palms facing in, narrow. Open up, wide, come back in, narrow. Open up wide, we're loosening up the shoulder joint. Reaching through, adding a little stretch and mobility to our arms and shoulders today. We have legs, we have shoulders, and then we have legs and we have shoulders today. Core will get involved. We have a little triceps, but it will be a lot of shoulders and a lot of legs. All right, coming down, folding in half. Similar movement, we're gonna pull narrow, palms facing in, and then flip your palms facing you, come out wide, squeeze your shoulder blades together, okay? Flip them in, pull narrow, flip it, pull wide, like goalposts, okay? So in towards your hips, flip it, out like a box. Like your elbows are coming up to the ceiling and you squeeze your shoulder blades together. Try to keep your neck long and your shoulders out of your ears. Try not to shrug, okay? You're pulling down and away and back and away, okay? Away from your neck. And then rise on up. Toes forward, wider than your hips. You can either take this morning glory, palms by your ears, or you can just come straight down, hinge, and then come back on up. all right? So we're folding at the waist, right at your hips. If there was like a pin right here, like a door pin, a hinge, and this is the door frame, you come down and you come back up. Slight bend in your knees. Use the back of your legs to pull you back up again. We do not have necessarily have deadlifts today, okay? Will you see this motion a little bit today? Yes, but it's just more like the hinge with the hips. Okay, loosening things up. We have one more warm-up exercise. You will not see this today, okay? But we're gonna use it for a warm-up. You're gonna go from low to high chop, come down, switch sides, chop, squat down, chop, rotate, down, chop up, down, chop up, down, chop up. Really, it's for rotation's sake. Okay, but we won't do chops later. Sorry, if you wanted to do them, you're going to do them on your own. Hopefully you're feeling like a little winded, like your breathing's coming up. You've got about 5 more seconds, and then I'm going to tell you what we've got for our movement today. All right, release your imaginary weight. We're actually going to pick up a real weight. I'm going to pick up a 17.5. We have one bent over row with one arm, then we come down to the ground for a push-up, okay? This is what it's going to look like. It's a power row. So either you have a bench nearby or your thigh. We're going to go pull, pull. And notice it's not pull like this. It's dynamic. Pulling your shoulder blade towards your midline. Then we're coming down to the floor for a push-up, okay? So, ready, set, and your right hand, let's go. Pull, pull. So I always say don't use momentum. You're going to use a little bit of momentum here. Pull, 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 pull. Okay, did you get that? So I grabbed my heaviest weight. It's up to you what you want to grab. Not my heaviest, but the heaviest that I took out today, okay? Because I knew what I wanted to use. So if we're going to go through this twice, pause. When we go through it a second time, if you decide to use a heavier weight, lighter weight, that's up to you. Next up is your push-up. Options are regular push-up or a plyo push-up. So I'm going on my knees, push-up, come up. 30 seconds here. So a plyo push-up would be adding a jump with your hands. Make it dynamic. And catch yourself. Okay? So those are your options. You choose what works for you. Obviously, if you have any wrist problems, don't jump. That was 30 seconds. Come back up. We're going to row on the other side, okay? Then we repeat. We'll do a push-up, and then we repeat. All right, so either on your bench, on your thigh, pull, pull. Take your shoulder blade towards your spine. Elbow hikes up behind you. Pull. So your shoulder, your chest kind of opens up as you pull it in there. Time. Okay, back to our push-ups, with it or without the jump. Then we're going to do it all again, okay? So now you have a chance to reset and pick out a different weight if you need to. And push-ups, go. So I did one set with the plyo. I'm going to do this set without. Just going to do regular push-up. Wide with your hands. Coming down to the ground is too much. You can always do this on a wall, a stair, a couch. You have some elevation. It helps. 3, 2, 1. Pause. Back to the start. Right arm pull. Pull. Choose your weight wisely. We go in 3, 2, 1. So now we're breathing a little heavier. Your heart rate should be up. Using big muscles, quick movement, quick transitions. Not a lot of time in between. And this is kind of how class is going to go today. Quick. And everything pretty much is 30 seconds. And let's come down for push-ups. except for the end. We might move down to 20 seconds, okay? Push-ups, jumping or not. Maybe one jump, one not. It's up to you. It's kind of fun to see if you can get your hands up off the ground. It's kind of like a squat jump. It's a push-up jump. 10 more seconds. And come back up. Whew. Other side. Then we do our push-ups, we're moving on. Whew. We go in 3, 2, 1. Breathe. So you might want to do the blowout on the contraction, the muscle pull. We're like a piston now. Back down for push-ups. I'll tell you right now, when we go to the next set of work, I'll go lighter with my weights, okay? Push-ups, set, go. You can either add your jump or not. I did 2 sets with the jump. I'm gonna do 2 sets, no jump. No plyo. Plyometric is a fancy word for adding in a bound, a jump. If I said plyo lunges, it'd be jumping lunges. Get one more in, and moving on. You'll need your mat for later. You can get it out of the way for now, okay? Upper and lower body work. We're still sticking with lower body, shoulders. 2 moves back to back. We'll go 1 move, which ends up being, I'm going to take 10. Your weight's right here. You're going to lunge. As you come up, you're going to press, okay? You go curl the press. Then we're going into a dumbbell swing to shoulder height, okay? Right leg forward, left leg back. Weight comes down as you stand up, press to stand. Lunge, press. Lunge, press. Lunge, press. You're gonna think right now, could you use a heavier weight? Is this weight fine? We're gonna go through it a second time. So options are to just do the lunge, no weight. If this doesn't feel right, and pause. Dumbbell swing, you can go heavier or lighter on this. Toes come forward. If swings are not your jam, do a squat. All right, ready, set, hike it back to your shoulders, just to a neutral height. You do not have to come overhead. Bend at the hips. Use your booty. It's a bend and tuck. Bend and tuck. Toes are forward. Maybe they're slightly angled out. Bend in your knees. Hike up. Hike back. And time. Breathe. 10 seconds, we lunge the other side. So left leg's coming forward, okay? We're going to go through it again. Be powerful. Here we go. Lunge to press. Lunge, clean press. I grabbed a 10. Could probably go heavier. But for right now, this was a good weight to choose. So it's up to you. With the lunge to the press, you really should be just kind of tossing it up there. Controlled and safe. Go ahead and stop. Back to our swing. Breathe. The swing and then we repeat it. Okay? Ready, set, go. Hike, squeeze, tuck. Weight hikes between your legs. Chest comes forward. Take tack from your hips. Squeeze your butt. This is actually a glute move. It's a hip dominant move, so you're using your hips as your hinge point. In time, let it swing down. It's up to you if you want to switch your weight out. You try to. Right leg's gonna be forward again. Lunge it back, go. Lunge, clean press. Okay, again, if you did end up going heavier, you might have to slow down a little. Stabilize. Bend your front knee, stack your knee over your ankle, stand tall. Chest stays lifted. All right, pause. Dumbbell swing. I'm gonna stick with the 10 for that one. It's adding up quick. Heart rate is up. Set, go. Squeeze your rear. This is all about your booty, hamstrings, and a little hip mobility here. Chest up. Your arms are not doing any work right now except for holding on to your weight or kettlebell to make sure it does not go anywhere on your hands, okay? Let it swing down. We're back to the left leg now, okay? Breathe, settle. And set, go. Lunge, clean press. Lunge, clean press. It can be a curl to press, okay? Stepping up, big step up into your left leg, your front leg. Time. One more round of kettlebell swings. I think I'm done with the heavy weight for now, okay? Whew. Swings, set, go. We'll take a small break and then 2 new moves, okay? Guess what? Our moves are still gonna be legs and shoulders. You're welcome. Make sure you have a good grip on your weight or your kettlebell. And time. Let that swing down. Okay, we're gonna need 2 weights now, so I'm gonna grab both of my 10s. Use 1 weight to start. Not yet, you're breathing. Trying to bring yourself back down. It's a half squat, up overhead, okay? Bring it down, lower. Half squat. If you jump off the ground, if you come to your toes, it's all good. Second move, 2 weights in your hands, suitcase squat to toes. Start with, let's go weight in the right hand, dip, let's go. So you're gonna graze right over the front of your body, come up and come down in reverse. This is a power move, so you're driving from the ground up. The weight should kind of fly up there, and then you come back down in reverse to your shoulder, flip it down. Squat, chest up. One more. I like these, anybody else? All right, squat to toes. We have 2 weights now. Holding it like suitcases, bags of groceries. Squat down, rise up to your toes. Here we go. Squat, toes. Squat, chest up, chin up, toes. Sorry about the ankle. It's gonna be cracking. Tell me you have some cracks happening too. It's not just me. Toes are forward, feet are about hip width, maybe wider. Chest up. You can go straight through to your toes. Once you get the feeling of the squat, pause. Put 1 weight down. We're gonna do the left arm now. Dip down squat, snatch to press, right? So the weight comes right up the front of your body. A little rotation in the wrist and the shoulder. Power up. Dip down butt, power up. Chest up, chin up, power up. You can do this with like 3 pounds, 5 pounds as you learn it, okay? Pull like an up row, all the way up. Once more. Good job. Back to squat to toes. I do think round 2, I'm gonna pick up a heavy weight for that one. What about you? How you feeling? All right, squat to toes, here we go. Suitcase. Grocery bags, drop them down. Lift them up. Grocery bags. Functional fitness right here, right? Squat down, pick up what you need, put it on the shelf. Get again your tippy toes to put on the shelf. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Take 10 seconds. Adjust any weights as needed. I'm gonna go for it, why not? Weight in your right hand, feet wider than your hips. Squat, up row, overhead. Squat, power up, power up. If you grab a heavier weight and it's not vibing with you, switch it out, okay? Thank you. You can counter balance with your opposite arm even. And time. Suitcase squats. Check your heart rate. Working on our metabolism, right? On our cardiovascular squat to toes. While we work on our muscle strength. Specifically right now, our legs. You've got your core working because your chest is up, your shoulders roll down and back, and your abdominals are engaged, right? You've got them contracted as you squat to your toes. Woohoo! 5 more seconds. And time. Stick with the weight or switch it out. Last set of these. Feet are wide, toes are forward. Dip down. It's like an up row, and then you take it all the way up to the top, okay? With or without your weight. Okay, again, if you're just learning this, be safe. And if you've done things like this before, I mean, just go for it, right? Shoulder stabilization, powering through your legs. And time, 1 more squat to toes. I will be losing that for sure this time. I'm losing that 17.5. I'm not using it anymore. Squat to toes. I'm gonna go to my 8s next, okay? Just so you can start thinking about what's next. Breathe. Nice deep breaths. Swipe any sweat as you need to. Mine's about ready to pour off my forehead. 3, 2, time. Take a breather. So I said switch on to my 8s. Whew, it's true, it's true. So I'm just gonna hold 1 8. Now I'll hold 2, okay. You breathe for about 25 more seconds, and then this is the move we're doing. Right leg forward, front lunge, knee up, front lunge, knee up. I'm gonna stay high and shallow, which is meaning I'm not going down as deep, especially on this leg. Be mindful of your knee. It's coming down on your heel, push off your heel. Down on your heel, push off your heel, okay? Let's just start there. Ready? Right leg forward, front lunge, knee up. Front lunge, knee up. If you find your knee coming over your toe, it's because you're probably swaying your torso forward. You gotta stay tall and upright. That's why I said 2 weights, changed my mind. So the weights are holding you down, tall and upright. And if this really bothers you, do a rear lunge knee, okay? Lose 1 weight. Hold your weight in 2 hands. You might want 5 or 3 for this. We're going drop squat. Weight can come overhead or to shoulder height. Drop, walk walk it in. Drop, walk it in. So you're catching yourself. I'm gonna go right in front of my shoulders. The overhead is too much for me. And as you drop down, if your toes turn out, acceptable. All right, drop, catch yourself. Try to keep your arms straight. Slight bend in your elbows, okay, but I don't want you curling the weight. Go ahead and pause. I want you using the shoulders, okay? Other knee. Front lunge. Knee up. And let's go. Ah, this knee feels so much better. Pushing your heel. Knee stays over your ankle. Does not go beyond your toe, please. Okay? You're coming forward and down, not forward and forward. Balance. If you need to, tap your toe down. This feels more like cardio today, doesn't it? Go ahead and pause. One weight. I'm going to a 5. Don't be afraid. Just switch out your weights within your body, okay? Drop squats. And raise. Walk it in. Drop and raise. So let's say the jump or the drop is too much. Hey, how about this? Okay. Let's say the shoulders is too much. Just drop. Okay, I need you just to do what feels good for you. Best for you. This might not feel good, but what feels best, what feels right, what feels safe. Safe is the word I'm looking for. Pause. We're going to do it all again. Is it true? Oh, we're doing it all again. Okay, it's true. Right leg forward. Knee. On my notes, I forgot to put repeat, so I was like, are we really doing it again? Oh, we are. Why wouldn't we? All right, after this set of work, though, we get to come down to the floor. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, but we're coming down to the floor. Last one. All right. Drop squats, front raise. We're working together, okay? It's all adding up. It's accumulating this powerful work. Be a little fearless. Keep breathing. If you really enjoy this work, be a replay anytime you want. Time. Come on back to your left leg front lunge. I'm getting pooped. Not gonna lie. Ready, set, go. I'm excited to come down to the floor. Woo, you lose your balance, just keep going. Reset. I hope you put cross training for today because it's a little bit more of a feel of that. HIIT training than traditional strength training. That's what my watch has, traditional strength training. Oops, a little different today. Okay, one more drop squat. Then we come down to the ground. Breathe, gather yourselves. Here we go. Walk it or drop it. Chest stays lifted, bend at the knee, sink back at the hips, like you're about to drop into a sit, right? Like there's a seat behind you. Drop into it. 10 more seconds. When we head down to the ground, pause right now. I'm bringing my 5s and my 3s with me, okay? And a mat. And a mat. A little swig of water, swipe of sweat before moving on here. We have 20 seconds in a side plank. I'm going to take my 3s and I'm going to take a side plank on my knee. Okay? And we're going to punch forward back. You can also do it no weight. 20 seconds here, go. punch, pull, punch, pull, punch, pull, punch, pull. You can do this on your knee, your toes, your hand or your elbow. I suggest your elbow and your knee or your toe. Pause, a little bit to the other side, so you can either just roll over or do a cool breakdance move to the other side. We're going again. I'm going to try it from my toes this time. On my elbow, pump, 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 punch, pull, punch, pull, punch, pull. Make sure that your shoulders are stacked, your hips are stacked, and you're open, your chest is open. Okay, I don't want you coming down here, I want you open like this. And here comes all the drips of sweat. This time, in a V-sit, shoulder presses alternating one at a time. Go. So we're in a V-sit, lean back just a little bit, recline. Chest up, chin up. Did you go with the really light weights? I hope so. Pause. Let's do it again, okay? So we're coming back to side plank. Knee or toe, I'm gonna try it on my toes. Again, both sides this time. Punch, pull, punch, pull, punch, pull. Make sure you've got your oblique lifted. Like I said, your shoulders are stacked, chest is open, so we're not leaning forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, switch sides. Pauses. You hanging in there? Go again. All right, here we go. And start. Punch, pull, punch, pull, punch, pull. So you're punching right at shoulder height. Right in front of your shoulder. You can do this with no weight, okay? Remember your options. I've got a 3. It's working good. You might have done this once. Pause and slow fusion. Now, shoulder press, alternating. In your V-sit. Whew. Here we go. One, then the other. One, then the other. Sink back like you're reclining in a chair and get your abdominals activated. We're coming over to all fours after this. I'm at that point, you guys. Just trying to suck in all the air I can. Rest. You get a whole 40 seconds. Nice deep breaths. We're going to come into a bird dog with a tricep kickback. So I'm going to use a 5 for this, okay? And then we're going to come into a straddle sit. We're going to go L with their arms, and we use 3s for that. So 3s are right here, 5 is right here. You're going to come to all 4s. Right arm with the weight, left leg sticks out. Hold your bird dog, and you're going to kick back your arm. That's it. We're just holding and kicking back. The only thing moving right now is your forearm, and we're working the tricep, okay? I shouldn't say we're only working the tricep. Do you feel your abs, your glutes, your shoulders, your chest? Everything's working right now, okay? All right, pause. 10 seconds, and we're going to do the other side. So set yourself up. Opposite leg from the weight. If you need to, you can put your foot down, but I'd like you to try, to keep it lifted. Kick it back. Kick it back. Elbows hiked up. Tricep kick back. Finding your balance through squeezing your core. Now we're going to sit down on our bottoms. I'm going to grab my 3s. Straddle sit. We're going to make an L. Palms facing forward. L, 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 L. So shoulders. And you're sitting up straight and tall, activating, right? Your core muscles, your stomach muscles. If you only have obliques, sitting equally on your sit bones. Time. Let's do it all again. Back to your bird dog. What weight do you want to use? Whew. Okay, opposite arm, opposite leg. balance yourself. If you need to, put your toe down. Otherwise, I'd like your leg lifted. Kick it back. Hike up your elbow. Kick it back. Find a neutral point in front of you. A couple, 5 inches to 1.5 feet ahead of you. Take a long neck. Kick it back. Pause. Breathe and switch. Whew, my heart rate's finally coming down. And I just got my mat. It's like getting dripped all over. Okay. Other leg, other arm, kick it back. Squeeze the back of your arm, your tricep. And hold yourself here. Look ahead of you. Stop looking at your hands and your toes. Time. Come to your straddle sit. Adjust your weights. I'm going to try my 5s. Make an L, palms facing forward. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Here to here. Oh, I like that better. Tall and upright, shoulders stacked over your hips. Try to balance on your sit bones equally, so you're not rocking from side to side. Your arms are, but nothing else is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Fearless. Drenched. Those are the words I can use for today. Breathe. Look at your heart rate. Watch it come down now as we stretch things out, okay? I'm going to take some deep breaths. You take some deep breaths. Clear space for some stretching. All right, we're going to come into a 90-90. Fold it forward, open up your hips because legs will work today. We're going to stretch out legs and shoulders, okay? A little bit of chest. Continue to take your nice deep breaths and try to settle yourselves. I apologize for my heavy breathing today. I cannot hide that. I cannot act through that. That is just authentic, okay? So if you had to listen to me breathe today, I apologize. It comes with the territory. Go ahead and switch legs. And without music on, that's just what happens. So play your music. That's a lot of work. You did a great job. I've got a nice little soap mark here on top of my collar. I've got drip marks like the little dipper on my mat here. But most of all, I can just feel that I'm pooped. Forget the sweat. I just feel tired now. So hopefully you worked yourself. That's what powerful moves do, right? Is it makes you really exert all of your energy in a good way. Your energy will come back to it, I promise, okay? Let's come into a butterfly. And then we're gonna lay down on our stomachs and stretch out our chest and our shoulders. So take this time to stretch, take this time to cool down, to breathe. Coming to a child's pose, we're gonna thread through. Toes together, knees wide, shoulder comes down, or thread through with your hand, reach as far as you can. Shoulder and head come to the ground. Reach your top hand out, pull your bottom towards your heels, and let the weight of your body sink into the shoulder that's on the ground, okay? And then let's switch sides. Thread the other one through. This is always the one I feel a little bit more. So lay your shoulder down, lay your forehead or cheek down, reach your top arm out. Breathe. Down to your stomach, make a T. You can keep your arms straight. You can bend one, take the other one into your armpit. It's up to you. And then we're going to also open up the front of our shoulder and our chest, kind of scorpion tail. Now it's up to you if you're on your elbow or if you have your hand out here. Everybody's going to feel different. So play around with it and see which one, and then let's switch sides. Which one works for you? I'm going to do both. Maybe you want to do both, so I'll hold you right there. All right, come to your stomach and let's take both hands together, knees together, bent. We're going to open up And then come back, close, and when you close your hands, I want you to reach your top arm even further. And then open up. And then come back like a bow and arrow, and top hand's gonna reach as far as it can. And then let's switch sides, okay? So we're gonna bend our knees, 90 degrees, both hands here. Reach your top arm as far as you can, and then bow and arrow, open, hold. Super 8 spinal twist, chest, shoulders, so many things. Stretching here. And then close, reach, reach, reach. Feel the stretch on your shoulder, and then open your chest. Deep breath as your chest is open here, and you can get a really nice breath into your lungs. Fill your lung completely with air. And then come to your back, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You are done with class. We're going to end right here today. So have a wonderful rest of your day. Finish stretching anything else that you need to. Hopefully your heart rate is starting to come down. Mine's not all the way down yet, but it's getting there. And clean up your mess. I'll see you back here. We'll stretch some more in mind class. Have a good day. Bye, everybody.